Hello, I'm John Hemingway. Welcome back to Shropshire. Now we're into December already, and this video is for you if you've bought some stores or even if you've got your own lambs still and they just will not grow. Very common at this time of year. Now the good news is that, at least in my experience, cases like this are very easy to get to the bottom of. So stick with me and I will go through what I do when I'm presented with a situation like this. And it always works. Okay, so let's get straight on with it then. First questions first, why are these lambs being sold as store lambs in December? Maybe it's because they've come from upland farms with severely disadvantaged grazing, and that's fair enough. If that's not the case, then there is something that has held these lambs back, something that stopped them finishing within the grazing season. So we need to find out what that is, intervene, get them back on track, get them finished. So how are we going to approach this? Well, we're going to get 10 of those worst lambs. We're going to get fecal samples from them and blood samples. We're going to take those samples and test them for 3 things. But before we get onto those, let's just first make sure that they don't need worming. They shouldn't just need worming. It's December and they should have had a quarantine drench when they arrive. But look, we're taking fecal samples anyway. Do a fecal egg count, see if there is need to treat them for that. We've done a video on this, so you can watch that for more information. Okay, on to the 3 tests. They are fluke, B12 and Pepsinogen, and we'll talk about them in order. First off, fluke. Now, there are fecal tests and a blood test that you can do for fluke. You should speak to your vet, decide between you which is going to be the most appropriate test to do in your lambs at the time of year you're testing. If you find that fluke is present in lambs, that is always relevant. It's always important to treat. That will be holding them back. Because we're into December now, we've got a much wider range of fluke treatments that we can use compared to what we would have been able to use in September, for example. The reason being that there are unlikely to be any early mature fluke in those animals at this time of year. So we can leave triclobendazole on the shelf. We've done a video on this in the past. It's one of the first ones we did. Go back and have a look at that for more information. Second test, B12. We've done a video on this one as well, and you can go back and have a look at that. B12 status is really important in lambs because it's important for growth. If we're low in cobalt, we'll be low in B12. If we're low in B12, we will be low in daily live weight gain. We can test for B12 on blood. If we get a low result, we need to supplement. The response to supplementing lambs with B12 is normally rapid and very obvious, and you can supplement them with injection, with bolus, or with drench. Go and have a look at the video we did previously on this for more details. Now the third test is Pepsinogen, and we haven't done a video on this in the past. Pepsinogen is a stomach enzyme. It is supposed to be in the abomasum, not in the blood. If Pepsinogen is found in the blood, what that means is that it has leaked out of the stomach into the bloodstream. We have got a leaky gut, and that is a sign of chronic worm damage from a worm burden that lamb has had previously. Doesn't mean they've got worms now, it means that they've had them badly in the past. It's not a great situation all in all. What can we do with these lambs? Well, we can't force the gut to repair itself, but actually these are the lambs where you are going to get your money back by supplementing them with a high quality feed. We're talking about a good energy level and a good source of protein. These lambs are unable to carry out efficient digestion and absorption of the nutrients in the food, so we need to help them by giving them a very good supply of it. Lambs that have got chronic worm damage are also very likely to be deficient in B12. If they've got damage to the gut, they haven't had time to absorb that B12 and they're going to be deficient in it. So if we find that we've got Pepsinogen in the blood and it's our own lambs, that means we need to review our worming strategy. If we've got Pepsinogen in the blood of store lambs that we've bought in, it means that we should probably supplement them with a high quality feed and also give them supplementary B12. So there we are, fluke, B12, Pepsinogen, the holy trinity of lamb issues at this time of year. I can say with complete honesty that if we've ruled out a current worm burden and we do those 3 tests, we always find that one of them is causing an issue. And if we can find that issue, intervene, we're going to have those stores growing and sent off to the abattoir, and that's money in your pocket. That's the end of this short video. I hope it was interesting and I hope it was useful. I'll be along with another one very soon and I hope to see you there.